So as Sora and the boys are flying through space, they run into a big-ass whale swimming through space.
Yes, science!
And Donald's like, we gotta get out of here. Sorry, my Donald sucks. And puts the spaceship in reverse, but it's too late because the whale decided that it wanted a midnight snack.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball!
So while the gang is being digested, Sora has a flashback to when him and Riku were babies, and it's cute or whatever, but unfortunately the voice actors decided to take a vacation when voicing the scene, and you're out of your damn mind if you think I'm reading all that.
You can't read?
I may or may not be able to read, but either way, I choose not to.
Anyway, Sora wakes up from his coma only to find Donald and Goofy huddling together because Pinocchio is raining down potions. So then the gang and even the bug call out to Pinocchio, but he proceeds to ignore them like the asshole that he is.
Am I being ignored?
Anyway, Sora follows Pinocchio, who leads him to Geppetto, and this scene kinda reminds me of something. Then Geppetto proceeds to explain the plot of the movie, which is weird for me because I've never actually seen the American version of Pinocchio. I've only seen the Russian version, and let's just say it's unique. While this is going on, Pinocchio sees someone running around in the whale's guts. Pause. And decides to follow them. Then Geppetto asks Sora to follow Pinocchio because, well, let's be honest, he looks like he's 2 days away from retirement.
D-E-D. Dead.
So Sora follows Pinocchio but runs into a familiar face instead.
Pinocchio, stop fooling around. This is no time for games.
But Sora, I thought you liked games. Or are you too cool to play them now that you have the Keyblade?
So I know it's all dramatic and whatever, but how in the hell did Riku get here? Like, you out here teleporting? Because how in the hell did you get in the whale guts? Anyway, now Sora has to run around the whale's insides, no freaky, and find Riku, which is easier said than done, because if you thought Wonderland was confusing, you ain't seen nothing yet.
It looks exactly the same as everywhere else in this godforsaken rock.
So after running around aimlessly for half an hour, we managed to find Riku, who's being gaslit by Maleficent again, but Riku does hit her with a
Mind your own business.
Then Sora shows up and is like, bro, you good? And Riku's like,
You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days.
but then all of a sudden Pinocchio gets his ass eaten by... Honestly, I don't even know how to describe this thing. All I gotta say is whatever designed it was probably on that premium Zaza, cause...
What the hell am I looking at? When does this happen in the movie?
Anyway, Sora and Riku beat the crap out of it, and it spits out Pinocchio into a hole in the ground, and Riku, with no hesitation, with Sora following suit, and now we're suddenly back with Geppetto. Like, how does this whale make any sense?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Meanwhile, Riku is in the middle of a kidnapping.
Sorry, old man. I have some unfinished business with this puppet.
He's no puppet. Pinocchio is my little boy.
So Sora rushes back after him into the bowels of the whale. That might be the weirdest sentence I've ever said in my life. Anyway, it turns out that Kairi's heart got stolen somewhere along the way, and Riku's big plan is to myrtleize Pinocchio and stuff his deceased heart into Kairi and revive her. First of all, sir, that is the child.
She's a fighter and she's trying to get in our way. I don't care if she's a girl or a baby or somebody's grandmother. I'll still knock her out.
I understand if you wanted to kill this Pinocchio.
It's a thong!
Second, I think that might be the dumbest plan I've ever heard of.
Not a great plan.
We can do it together. What? You'd rather fight me? Over a puppet that has no heart?
And then this weird scene happens where Pinocchio is dying but then gets magically instantly revived. Like, bro, make up your mind.
I only did this. That doesn't mean a person is dead.
I've played this game like half a dozen times and I still don't know what the hell happened. But then all of a sudden, freaking Cthulhu comes out of nowhere and Riku is like, oh hell no, and teleports his ass out of there. So now it's time to fight, and my best advice is to avoid the acid and give Cthulhu the 3-piece combo like pop, pop, pop.
Riku! Riku, where are you?
So now we see Riku talking to Maleficent next to Kairi's corpse, and they have the exact same conversation as Anakin and Sheev.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
He copied my whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
Meanwhile, the whale gets tired of Sora messing up his guts, no freaky, and spits the gang back out. Then Sora and the gang are like, we gotta get the hell out of here before he changes his mind.